If you're a lifter between the ages of 30 and 50 and you have a hard time reaching up overhead, maybe you feel limited, maybe you feel like there's some pain, I want to help you get to the root of that issue. We're going to dive into all the things that's going to help you get back to moving your arm up overhead so that you can do overhead press, you can do jerks, you can do pull-ups, you can do all the things. Before we dive into all that, I got 2 things. 1, make sure you like and subscribe. That way you never miss any of these videos. We're really trying to put a lot of these shoulder videos out. So make sure you're subscribing. Make sure you like it if it helps you. That way I know a little bit more of what to put out. 2, if you are someone who has pain going up overhead, make sure you watch to the end because I have something special just for you. So we want to make sure that you are staying till the end. That way you can get that. Most people think that, it's just about shoulder mobility, but it can be a lot more complex than that. You've probably seen some of my videos up to this point. If you haven't, make sure you go watch them. But the shoulder is super complex, okay? It's not just one thing, it's not just that thing. But we know that there are quite a few things that go into shoulder pain, how the shoulder is moving as a whole. Okay, so limited overhead mobility is usually some kind of combination of poor scap control, which is just your shoulder blade. It might be some super tight thoracic spine, which is your mid-back. It could just be something is pissed off and getting pinched and doesn't want to go up overhead. And as you've heard me say in multiple videos, this is why the root cause is so important so that we know exactly what's going on. Okay, I digress. But we want to figure out what's going on so that we can fix those areas, and then that way you can lift your arm up overhead like it is no big deal. So one test I want you to try real quick, or I guess we'll look at this and then you can try it and use it as a test, okay? So if I am slouched, I can't raise my arm up very far. If I extend, if I pull my shoulder blades back, look at how much farther I can reach my arm, all the way back there. So that is something that we, see the importance of shoulder blade and mid-back. But if you are someone who's having a hard time going up overhead naturally, see if you can open up the chest. See if you can pull those shoulder blades back. See if you can extend through that mid-back a little bit. And see if you can get up overhead a little bit easier. That is something that is super overlooked, but it is very, very important. So we want to make sure that you are, taking care of the areas that need to be addressed. So there's a couple things. If we see, hey, my mid-back is super tight, I get no extension. Couple things we can check here. We want to see if your chest is super tight. If it is, we can do something like a pec mash. We can do something like a thoracic extension over a foam roller. Open books, depending on where you're at, SOTS press. That's a little bit more of an advanced move, but I can put the pec mash and I can put the thoracic spine extension over the foam roller in the description below. So those are a couple things we can try out. If you feel like the chest is just super tight, then hammer the crap out of that with some pec mashes, okay? And I don't just mean like you put the ball there and you don't move. What I like to do, what I like to have my clients do, is we actually go through a range of motion. So you pin the ball, and you're going up through the range of motion, you're going forward, you're going out to the side, you're going back. We're just trying to get that chest to open up a little bit, and that is going to allow you to open up your chest, really engage those shoulder blades a little bit more. Another area that I didn't mention earlier that can actually cause us problems is the subscap. Okay, you're like, what the heck is a subscap? Subscap is one of your rotator cuff muscles. However, it actually does internal rotation instead of what we typically think of the rotator cuff as going out. Okay, that thing can get pretty tight, so we want to do some kind of subscap release. And that is if we feel like we have a lot of tightness forward, if you have a lot of tightness around your lats or in your armpit. Scap stability. So we want to make sure that these guys are moving. A lot of times, if we are super tight in front, we're probably not getting very good contractions going back, and so we want to make sure that we can combine, we can pair if we need to. But these might be IYTAs, this might be scap rows. There's a bunch of different ways that we can hit our scaps, Biggest thing is we want to make sure that we're hitting the muscles all the way around your shoulder blade so that we can pull those shoulder blades back. We can get good rotation. We can get all the things. The muscle or the shoulder blade itself does move in a variety of directions and in movements. And so because of that, it has a lot of muscular attachments, which means we probably need to hit things in a few different ways in order to make sure that we are moving that shoulder blade so that we can get up overhead. Another unsung hero is the serratus anterior. So that is something that we can try. It also helps with just overall scap stability. So combine those things, really do a test and see what's going on. Make sure you're looking at your thoracic spine. You're looking at your shoulder blade mobility, your shoulder blade strength, and let's see how the heck we can get you moving back overhead without pain. Okay, so if you need help, if you want someone to come in and see what exactly is going on, this is my little bonus for you. As someone who follows the page, as someone who watched to the very end, I'm going to give you a free shoulder assessment. So all you have to do, just DM me the word root on Instagram, drop it in the comments below. I can also drop my link to just go ahead and schedule yourself in. What we're going to do is we're going to take a look at some movements. We're going to see exactly what's going on so that we can help you build out a plan to move forward. Now, on this, if you're like, Caitlin, that's great. I would really like something so that I don't have to do any guesswork. I don't have to go to YouTube videos or anything like that. On this call, we can also talk about building out a 3 to 5 step high level plan that helps you from where you're at right now to getting the goals that you want. I want to help you get pain-free PRs. That is kind of my thing. And I want to help keep you in the gym, even if you're having some shoulder problems, if you have shoulder pain of any kind, I want to help you. So DM me Root, book a call down below, and I'll see you on the next one.